My guest at this time, she is the queen of all red everything. You can see her on the new season premiere of Total Divas Tuesday night, 9 p.m. on E. She is the beautiful and polarizing Eva Marie. How are you?
I'm very, very good. Thank you so much. I like that intro.
There you go.
Yes.
I will be your personal ring announcer if you want, and we can just do this town to town.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
I've had worse gigs, trust me. Um, Eva, let's talk Total Divas first. You've been with the show from
Okay.
you've been with the show from the very beginning. You kind of went from at least a nobody in the wrestling world to now cameras all day, every day for a time period. What's that adjustment been like?
You know what? It's awesome in every aspect. I mean, at the very beginning, it was a little bit weird just because, I came in honestly not familiar or feeling like, oh my God, I mean, having a camera in your face and trying to live your life and then also learn a craft and do your job is quite challenging. But now, 2 years later, it's almost like natural, which is kind of scary too because, cameras are in your face and I don't even think twice anymore, which is kind of crazy.
It's probably weird when you don't have a camera around, right?
A little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, where are my guys at?
Well, Eva, with those cameras following you around and you're, as you said, learning your craft, it's been obviously, that you don't have the background that a Paige or a Natalia has with wrestling. You're learning at a different way and a different pace, and that's generated a lot of heat from the diehard fans, so to speak. What's that experience been like, becoming just this natural heel to them?
You know what? I actually love the fact that I'm a heel. At the very beginning, sure, I kind of got thrown in very, very quickly, which anybody would take that opportunity, I believe. And if you didn't, then shame on you. But since I don't have the background like a Paige or Natalia, I'm doing what I can to, hone in my craft. And I really feel that you're going to be able to see that too in this upcoming season as well. And plus, on my social media, you kind of follow my journey. Like, I asked to go back to NXT so that I could get my feet wet and really, start having some matches because nobody's born a wrestler. I mean, you might be born with a wrestler blood like Natty or Paige, but, both those girls have been wrestling over a decade. So, I mean, things come after you put in the work, put in the time, and I truly believe that's what I'm doing. But I definitely, I want all the heat that I possibly can get, so bring it on.
You requested to go back to NXT, like you said, and you also ended up getting some extra training out in LA with veteran Brian Kendrick. What that photo shoots, getting the rub from The Rock? How do your peers handle these opportunities that you've either been given or that you made for yourself?
I mean, you kind of could see last season, I guess you could say I might have been a little bit of the heel of the Total Diva group. But I also think, and that's also what we're going to see in this upcoming season too, relationships getting mended and things kind of getting cleared up. But it's one of those things where, you just try to do your best that you possibly can. And, like, when doors open, you better take that opportunity because you have no idea if another door is going to open like that, And so I think as far as my peers go, and most definitely now, they know that I bust my butt and work super hard 24/7 on everything that I'm doing. So I think, if anything, now, as far as, like, before, they commend me for that.
Talking to Eva Marie, one of the stars of Total Divas. Again, season premiere Tuesday night, 9 p.m. on E. Eva, you got to go over to the Middle East not too long ago with the chairman, Mr. Vince McMahon. What's it been like interacting with Vince, and are you able to gauge how aware, how much he's following your progression?
You know what? We actually didn't talk too much business while we were over in Afghanistan. That's one of my favorite trips to do, though, just because my father was a Marine, so anything that I possibly can do military-wise is always, like, close to my heart, and it means so much to me. So being able to go do that and kind of pay tribute to our military overseas and let them know how much they mean to not only myself but to WWE. And that's, like, what's so awesome about WWE is we get to do all these things within the community and outside of just the wrestling ring, I was able to work with Special Olympics, doing stuff with the military, and the list goes on. So I don't feel like any day is the same, and that's what's so great. But the chairman, I mean, you know, that's the guy. There's only one Vince McMahon, and it's you never know on any given day. You know, he'll give you different answers or see or tell you something else. But I really feel that he has seen my progression also. It's just one of those things whenever the time is right to bring me back up to the main roster, and we'll see.
All right, let's have a little bit of fun here while I still have you. Again, you know, you've been growing in your career. Do you have an embarrassing moment that you can laugh about or always remember as a kind of little humbling experience?
I mean, I'm sure there's so many. Honestly, let's see. Like, what do you mean? Like inside the ring?
Inside the ring. Any travel woes? I mean, all the travel you guys are doing. Anything crazy?
I mean, I'm actually in Milwaukee as we speak right now because NXT is out here, so we're on the show. And I mean, I think people forget sometimes. Like, and I had just come from California, and then I was in Lafayette, Louisiana. So I totally just forgot. And when I landed, it was freaking snowing. And I'm a California girl, so I was like, oh no, you know, I had to go buy a Wisconsin sweatshirt and get it together because, you know, weather's changed and traveling in different states from West Coast to East Coast is definitely a big difference. But anything like humbling, I mean, I feel like I get humbled kind of every day. Every day is like a new experience, a new learning curve that I'm trying to step, you know, my game up. So especially with all the girls on Total Divas too, all of them are legit veterans. Like, if you think about it, you have the Bella Twins, you have Natty, you have Fox. All those girls have been wrestling over a decade, if not a decade. So, I mean, they have, you know, major time in the wrestling ring. So as much as I can learn from them, you know, I try to soak it up and soak it in.
All right, Eva, before I let you go, I heard that you were a Razor Ramon fan growing up. Is that right?
Oh, big time. And I've gotten to meet him multiple times, and it's one of those weird, crazy feelings because part of me wants to, like, kind of geek out and be like, dude, I would, like, watch you and be obsessed with you, and, like, I wanted to walk around with a toothpick in my mouth and flick my toothpick at people. So the fact that I actually am able to, like, you know, have met him, and we've actually had talks, and he's been able to watch some of my matches at the Performance Center too. So that is like unreal to me because, I mean, you know, he was one of my favorites growing up.
Can you real quick, can you cut a promo? Can you give me a Razor Ramon impression? Can you do your best impression?
Oh my God. No way. You need to see me. I need to get in full gimmick. I would put a little fake beard on and put a little toothpick in my mouth.
Just give me a little Chico. Give me a little Scarface accent. Come on.
I can't. I don't have it in me.
Oh, buckling under the pressure. Well, I'll tell you what. Next time I see you, I'm holding you to it. All right.
All right. We'll do it in person.
All right, Eva Marie. Again, you can check her out on the new season of Total Divas premiering Tuesday, 9 p.m. on E, and you can also check her out. She said traveling with NXT. Eva, it's always great to talk to you, and NXT's coming to Pittsburgh. I don't know if you're on the card, but hopefully we cross paths soon. All right.
Oh, I hope so. I would look forward to it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.